Vegeta versus number 18. Man, this fight was brutal. And not just for the physicality, but for the insults they were throwing at each other. Vegeta kept making fun of her being a cyborg, not a real woman, all this crap. While number 18, oh man, she hit him where it hurt.
Is Goku even more powerful than you are?
Of course not!
I thought one of you was special, but neither is.
What did you just say?
And the cherry on top was that she broke both of his arms. Yikes. Vegeta's making the men look horrible. He's also proven number 18 right. Goku's already beaten like 4 women. He can't even beat 1. The next landmark fight was, of course, so VIDEL and SPOPOVICH clashed in the 25th tournament. And it was a beatdown. SPOPOVICH, fueled by Bobity's steroids, survived a broken freaking neck and annihilated VIDEL. As far as beatdowns go, you can argue that this one actually wasn't as bad as number 18 thrashing Vegeta. SPOPOVICH chipped a few of her teeth and beat the crap out of her, but Vegeta had both of his arms broken while 18 was cutting promos on him, no less. And he was the one who started the fight. Definitely one of Vegeta's biggest L's. In the final episode of Dragon Ball, Goku had a fight with another woman. This time it was Anin. This fight looked beautiful. One interesting aspect about this episode was that Goku implied that his grandpa Gohan was in a romantic relationship with Anin. And so if that's the case, then I guess Goku wasn't the only one hitting that, you know what I'm saying? Nah, seriously. This fight's choreography, art, and animation looked absolutely amazing. And the beauty would continue in DBZ episode 14. Studio Junior would animate this episode as well. Goku in this episode resisted the advancements of the seductive Princess Snake. She was more like a cougar if you ask me. A very perverted one. This was a funny little fight where Goku literally hit it and dipped. It was just yet another beautifully executed episode from Studio Junior. This episode went way out there too. I love that. And like the previous one, it's really remembered for its beautiful animation, amazing story, thanks to Studio Junior and the animation staff and the staff at Toei. Goku's next victim, though, was his soon-to-be wife in the 23rd tournament. She was gatekeeping her name until he beat her, so beat her he did, and soundly too. And so in Chi-Chi's mind, she thought, after this man violated her the first time they met, then whooped her in a fight the second time, she thought to herself, he's the one. I'm gonna marry him. What in the hell is wrong with this woman? Number 18's inclusion in the series sparked so many fights, not just in the main series, but also in the movie timeline as well. Obviously, she fought Cell before getting absorbed, but around this time, starting with movie 9, there would be a lot more female action, of course, with Zangia in movie 9 versus Kuririn, and in the next film, Broly clobbered Videl, but that was nothing compared to what SPOPOVICH would do to her. We'll get to that in a little bit, just wait. And then in the next movie, number 18 would help Goten and Trunks and her hubby fight the good fight. In the main series, though, obviously Videl had to fight a lot of people doing her job as Mr. Satan's daughter. That's how she revealed Gohan's identity. In the anime, though, she found it out in a little more suggestive way, if you know what I'm saying. And then Chi-Chi, she's coming back to get some more action. Slapped Boo in the face, got turned into an egg and squashed. He straight stomped her ass. We wouldn't really see much more intergender action until the end of the series with Pan, or Pan. She got in on the action from the moment we saw her, with grown men. And in GT, if I were to mention every fight that Pan got into in that series, this video would be just as long as GT. So I'm gonna just go over some of her most important battles, like the one she had against the child predator Daltaki, when she fought the machine mutants after Giru's fake betrayal, being traumatized by her parents when Baby took control of them. She even got to fight Super number 17. And speaking of which, number 18 also got to help fight and kill her brother, Super number 17, along with Goku. But Pan wasn't done just yet. She got to fight most of the evil dragons with Goku as well. And while we're on the topic, the 6-star dragon born from Oolong's girl's panties wish, who was worshipped by that coastal Carolina looking village, could take the form of the beautiful princess. And this dragon fought little Goku in a fight where they really just humped each other hard for a lot of it. Look, I'm not even playing. Goku's getting it in. And that was pretty much it for GT. Pan will get some more action in Dragon Ball Super Superhero, of course. And in the TV series, Mai, Trunks' little girl toy, would help fight the good fight with the resistance against Goku Black and Zamasu. But she wouldn't actually fight them in hand-to-hand combat because she would have been killed. No argument there. The main character of the series beat on plenty of women, including his wife. Here's a fun fact for you. Goku has fought at least 9 women in all the major Dragon Ball series. This one's hilarious. While training for the 21st tournament, Goku slept with Lunch. And when she woke up, she was pissed off and started shooting at him. Up to this point in the series, she was really having her way with everybody. She could just shoot them on go, and everyone would just fall back. But Goku wasn't having that. And he didn't hesitate to kick her straight in the face. Put her right back to sleep. The next fight would actually take place in the tournament. It was RANFAN versus NAMU. And this was a funny little fight. RANFAN was using her feminine powers to... Well, she was really abusing her feminine powers. Taking her clothes off, teasing NAMU, until she got knocked out just like Lunch. And a few chapters later, really in universe, a few days later, Arale fought General Blue, used her pro wrestling moves on him to beat him. She also did the same thing to Tao Pai Pai in movie 3. I'm glad I got to talk about this fight because it gave me one more reason to mention pro wrestling on this channel. It wasn't really until the Tournament of Power, the TOP, where we got a lot of the man versus woman action, like Universe 7's fight with Ribrianne. So that's another one for Goku. Any number 18's fights in that tournament with men. Really any fight with women. It's so much. I'm only going to go over the most important ones, like Goku versus KEFLA. But of course, none of those fights hold a candle to Goku's fight with KEFLA, which introduced one of the coolest looking Kamehamehas ever. And yet again, cemented Goku's undefeated status against women in Dragon Ball. So that's the biggest takeaway of this video. Goku is undefeated against women in Dragon Ball, and Vegeta is 0-1. Goku has more wins against women than there are Dragon Balls in this series. And of course, that's just Dragon Ball Super's anime. In the manga, there's the Zen exhibition match with all the gods of destruction, where Hellas fights, of course, males. And then you got Maki from the Heater Gang. But that just about does it for all the major fights between men and women in Dragon Ball.